Hey Space Monsters! Today I'm going to be redrawing our favorite Monster High girlies. Unfortunately, I did not want to draw all of them because I feel like I'd have like a major burnout if I was to draw like the whole lot of them. So I did choose to just do my favorite two in a page by page spread today. Before we get into drawing our main girls, I actually wanted to make a fun guessing game to see if you could guess who my favorite Monster High girl is before I start drawing. Let me give you a few clues. I think that was pretty simple. Let's get into it.
Drum roll, please. All right, my favorite Monster High girl is Laguna Blue. I felt like it was kind of obvious. I was like showing like a whole bunch of sea stuff, so I know that that made sense. Anyways, I want to talk a little bit about Monster High and also about my design choices. I looked at like Gen 1 photos of both of these girls and I was like, okay, it was really cool whenever like I was in this age group and I was watching a show that was about like my age group. But like now that I still love the show and of course they're gonna forever be Monster High girls, I was like, why don't I try to redesign them into like girls of my age group, like women that are like doing stuff and their life like after high school. And I thought that was like so much more fun than like trying to just redesign the Monster High girls or even like replicate something or like really like rack my brain severely about like what I was gonna make them look like. And I feel like it worked out. Since I chose only two of the main girls, I wanted to give a little spiel on why Laguna was my favorite. So, all of like Laguna's stories had always been about her standing her ground and not letting people walk over her, and I like thought that was so fierce. Like alongside her design, I just couldn't ask for like a better character because like when I was younger, I feel like that was really like something that I needed to like advocate for. Like I need to advocate for myself more. So like even the storylines between Laguna and Cleo, I felt like their main storylines are always about like being there for yourself and like even Cleo's is like about having like a high self-esteem. But anyways, back to Laguna. I loved her, but I also loved her with her boyfriend because I feel like the role of like cowardly man and like cheerleader girlfriend aren't explored enough. And I also thought that was like so unique. How I was like more giving her the dynamic of always being the strong one, always being there, while he was more of somebody who's very fearful for the future and like just like always nervous. And so like I really liked their dynamic because it was something I've never seen before. Like with any like cartoon couples or anything, you don't really see like fearful and cheerful. And I really liked that together. Other than of course like the classical Cleo and Deuce or like even Draculaura and Claude. But yeah, I just thought they were always so cute. When I stumbled on Monster High, it had been because I really loved like the Ever After High tales and like they'd have like all of their webinars like posted on YouTube at the time. And so because I was like so obsessed with watching those like webisodes that came out with that series, that's how I discovered like Monster High because they had webisodes too. So I would like watch all those webisodes and it was just like really exciting because then you knew when they would like come out and everything. And the main things that I remember about Laguna was that she was in like every sport. She was like the swim school captain. I think she was in basketball or something like that at one point. Like in every like sports movie, she was like one of the main girls who are like leading with like sports stuff. And so I always thought that was like really cool. Speaking of my like obsession with YouTube and those animation webinars, it also makes me just like really want to highlight like basically like 2012 through like 2015. I feel like that is when internet was truly at its peak because mind you, we had all types of things to play, and mind you, like it would literally be kids like knowing the whole thing of a website, knowing the whole www.poptropica, like you coming home from school wanting to get on Movie Star Planet, like you wanted to play the games on like Cartoon Network's website and Nickelodeon's website. Like that was such a time. And it's so crazy, like especially with like last year being the last year that like Club Penguin closed down, or at least I think it was like last year, but like it's so crazy, like all that is coming to a close, and like we had so much fun and like so much memories with stuff like that, and like cool math games and like girlgogames.com. Like all those are like such like I feel like big parts of like what made me like enjoy the internet, and like what really was my introduction to the internet when at that time. So right now I'm drawing the older version of Cleo Denial, and she was my second favorite Monster High girl just because like nothing could bring her down. Like yes, she was stubborn about it. Sometimes she could have been snappy or too rude about it and hurt somebody's feelings. But like genuinely, it felt like her storylines were more about like people trying to shake her confidence, or like even when it wasn't her episode and somebody tried to shake her friends' confidences, like she could show you how to snap back from that. And I really loved that about her. So she's my second favorite Monster High girl. I really already loved her like outfit, like her like Gen 1 outfit. She has like this blue scarf on, and then she has like this like mummy wrapped like bodysuit. And so like I kind of just took her design already having like the mummy wrap bodysuit aspect, and I just made it like a full dress. And even though in like Gen 1 and probably like all the movies and stuff, her like mummy wrap is like yellow or this like beige that's really close to her skin, I just feel like as an older woman she wants something more royalty. So like I thought royal purple would look good, and I just, you guys got to see how this turned out. It was really great.
It has been 24 hours since I drew out the sketches. I couldn't wait. I absolutely couldn't wait to get all the ink in, all the colors, all the final details, all the drafting of like fine lines and what I wanted to do for both girls. And I'm so excited to show you the results. They came out so cute. I absolutely love like all the colors, and I don't know, I was having a really hard time. Like I literally had to like keep like spinning this color wheel because I was like, okay, what gradient goes with this color? Because like Monster High girls are always so colorful, and so I was really struggling with that one. Like it took me so long to work with that color wheel, but they came out perfect. Like I just feel like the colors and detail choices I made in the clothing really still fit the characters in my opinion. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for creating with me today. I hope that I unlocked some core memories with you from your Monster High girl days, or even just put you onto something new and like showed you my style a little bit. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, bye y'all.